It was in the forefront of the struggle for non-racialism. It was the first organization to organize on the basis that the color of a person is immaterial.
The SACP, a vanguard movement for the poor and working class and a member of the ANC-led alliance. While it has always stood firm in support of the governing party during elections, the economic policies always put the relations at loggerheads with the ANC-led government dating back from former Presidents Nelson Mandela and Thabo Mbeki. And at the heart of these tensions was the growth, employment and redistribution policy, among others. At the start of former President Jacob Zuma's tenure, there was hope that the economic policy contradictions will be ironed out, but it was not to be.
The SACP is not in denial that corruption reached its height during 2009 and 2018 years, that period, more so in the second half of that decade, almost turning our country into a mafia state.
Now recently, under President Ramaphosa, the economic policy and Treasury has again sparked a heated debate.
Treasury actually represents the most conservative and right-wing section of our government that is outrightly frustrated, and not only frustrated, but stagnated our economy from growing. We have a massive opportunity as this country to grow. But this Treasury has always anchored us in international organizations like the IMF, the World Bank, the OECD countries.
The party also extensively discussed the issue of corruption.
We support the president's stance to fight corruption. But our stance as the SACP is that we therefore cannot just leave that struggle to the president alone. If we leave it to the president alone, we might as well say goodbye to that struggle against corruption. It means all of us as South Africans, we need to stand up and support that effort.
Nzimande also denounced the vandalism of public infrastructure, saying it portrays the country having ran out of ideas to ensure the rule of law.
More worryingly, the looting and vandalism of public infrastructure have been unabated, judged by the astronomical damage caused and the fact that the road is still going on. This portrays South Africa as a country where lawlessness or anarchy rules in certain areas of the society.
Meanwhile, on our neighbor Zimbabwe, the SACP has called for frank talks.
The assertions that there is no crisis in Zimbabwe are nothing but a denial of the self-evident truth. In fact, you don't even have to go to Zimbabwe to see the crisis.
The SACP would not be drawn into the current controversy of ANC delegates being granted a lift in Air Force plane. President Cyril Ramaphosa has instructed the Minister of Defence to give him a detailed report on the matter. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.